Hey, it's Captain Roger. We're out for a walk. As we've walked our way through the scriptures, we've reached a section of the book of Judges in which there are no judges. In fact, there are no redeeming characters or events whatsoever. I would even go so far as to say there's not a single reason for this story to be included except so that we can see how badly things are going for a nation who has chosen not to walk with God. The lead in this story is a guy named Micah. And it opens with him saying he'd heard his mother put a curse on whoever it was who had stolen 1,100 silver coins from her. Oh, and by the way, that person was him, and he had it with him. So he gave it back to her, and she blessed him, and then used the money to make a pair of idols that she gave to her son. In turn, he built a little shrine for them, added a few other small idols he had made, plus a pair of sacred pants. And he had one of his kids serve as the priest of this little family of false gods. Sometime after that, a Levite from the north came by looking for a place to live. And Micah said, hey, if you stay here and become my personal spiritual advisor, I'll give you clothes and food and some good old-fashioned spending money too. So that guy was set, right? Then some guys from a northern tribe came by, and they spent the night under Micah's hospitality. But on their way out, they heard the house priest speak, and they said, hey, we know that accent. It's like ours. What's a northern boy doing down here? And the Levite told them how he got this gig tending idols for a rich guy. Then these five went home and said, there's a bunch of loot and good land down south, but just some yokels watching over it. So let's go see what we can get. And by the way, there's this one house with a bunch of gods made out of silver and a sweet pair of sacred pants too. So they go down, and the Levite sees them come in and start grabbing stuff, and he's like, hey, what's up? And they tell him, if you keep your mouth shut, you can come with us and be our priest instead. To which he said, nice, promotion, and he went with them. After all that, Micah shows up with some men, but there were too many invaders, so he let them go, and he just went home. The end. What a great story, huh? If you missed it, this is about a bunch of Israelites attacking a bunch of Israelites. When they walked together with God, they were all together, each tribe supporting the others. But now they've all walked away from God. They've walked away from unity and even away from basic decency. Here, these spies, they used hospitality to come in and decide who they could take advantage of and what could be stolen. They should have been regarding each other as God's beloved children, but instead, they fed on one another. It's walking with God that makes us human, and it's that humanity that makes us more than animals. So walk with God, I beg you. Grace and peace to you all. I'll see you tomorrow.